5 Minnesota teens died of an opioid overdose, a number that has more than tripled in the last decade, according to Minnesota health experts.
And that's just part of the reason more Minnesota schools are stocking the opioid reversal drug naloxone or Narcan in their buildings. Eva Anderson reports.
At Oak Grove Middle School in Bloomington, kids bustle through the hallway. No one wants to hear the bell ring before they've made it to class. But in that same hallway, a different alarm they hope they never have to hear.
This is our overdose prevention kit. Within each kit are 2 doses of Narcan in the event that someone was unconscious and overdosing.
Bloomington's one of several Minnesota school districts that keeps the opioid reversal drug naloxone, including the nasal spray version Narcan, on hand. 4 years ago, they implemented it as a preventative measure with concern over the growing nationwide epidemic. For Hannah Hatch, Director of Health Services,
it was kind of a no-brainer because there was no harm by stocking it. You know, we felt like it was something we could manage internally. We have registered nurses that would be able to administer. We have people who could train.
6 Bloomington school buildings, including all high schools and middle schools, have 2 doses of nasal Narcan in each of their AED boxes. And all 18 schools, including elementaries, have vials of naloxone that can be administered by school nurses in health offices.
So this is our other overdose prevention kit, and this would be the intermuscular injection.
While Bloomington's never had to use it, parent advocates commend the steps they've taken.
Bloomington schools really are the gold standard in terms of saying, we recognize there's an issue.
Colleen Ronnie of Chanhassen lost her son Luke to an accidental overdose.
When Luke died, we didn't know what Narcan was. We had no information that it even existed. And I think that remains true for a lot of people.
Ronnie's worked with State Senator Kelly Morrison since 2018 to develop legislation that would require naloxone be stored in all schools.
We're actually feeling really optimistic that this is the year that we can get this done. Addiction and opioids and fentanyl does not discriminate by party affiliation. This is something that impacts all Minnesotans.
Eva Anderson, KARE 11 News.
All right, so what are the next steps at the State House? Well, they're going to need to reintroduce the bill both in the House and the Senate and hold Education Committee hearings before it even goes up for debates on the floor of each body.
And while the Narcan is accessible, in each AED box at Bloomington, the schools only provide training for staff to use that medicine.
All right, let's get out to Guy. It is 6.